My life changed on the 17th of October when I bought an abandoned 1987 van and took on the challenge of bringing it back to life. The past 2 months have fully been dedicated to resurrecting such deadness and transforming it into something so captivating and sleek. In this video, I'll tell you about the new additions, give you a full tour of the moving house I built against all odds, and bask in the victory of championing at the finals.
It's Christmas season and I want to wish you a Merry Christmas and a prosperous 2023. Today I've decided to show you my van because I've been building for 2 months and I've not been showing you. I've been showing you the process of building, but I've not exactly shown what informed decisions, why we build certain things in certain ways. Okay, like I've not shown you my toilet, I've not shown you my inverter, and there are so many things I've not shown, and today is the perfect day. The thing is, it's not complete yet, but because this would keep getting built over time, I would always add and I would always subtract, and I thought if I keep waiting, I'm never going to do this van tour. This is the best time. And meet Daddy. If you are new here, my name is Ebaide. I think there is something wrong with me because how do I leave my country, Nigeria, come to Kenya and then decide, no, I don't want to live in a conventional house, I want to live in a van, and not just a van, a 1987 van. There is something wrong with you, Ebaide. Anyway, let me show you what we've been building for 2 straight months. Let's do this. So because this is the entrance, we'll be starting with the partition and graffiti. So let me tell you what made me decide to put a partition. I am a very paranoid human. Even at home, I can't sleep without locking my bedroom door. I check everything, then lock anyone that comes to me directly because I want to have a fighting chance. There are lots of things that happen in life that we could avoid. Lots of accidents. One falls into an ocean, one hits their head on the mountain. There are so many accidents and you can avoid them. For me, I want to have that time to maybe wear my clothes if I'm naked, or call for help, or arm myself, like grab a knife or something. So I have already built a fortress-ish. For here, it will always be locked. Before you can get to me, I have a chance to fight because these are still windows. Even though I put metal on the door, I can't put metal on the driver's windows. So for security, I put a partition. And then because this is my house and car, I don't want to always feel like I'm in a car when I'm supposed to be in a house. That's going to make me want to go to a house. But when I am in my house, when there is this demarcation, I forget that I'm in a car. And then when I'm in a car, when I have a passenger or anything, maybe a hitchhiker if I decide, which would almost never happen. But like if I don't want someone to know that there's a house at the back and I have someone in front, this is a good way to conceal this place so no one knows that this is my entire house and my life. Why did I choose this particular graffiti? The idea of what I'm doing is an African thing. It's me cruising everywhere, as many places as possible in Africa, and I wanted a representation of that in my van. I wanted a flag of my country that when anybody sees the graffiti, before being asked, they would know where I'm from. And because this is Kenya, I'm starting this in Kenya, not in Nigeria, so I decided to put things that signify Kenya: the giraffe, the lion, Masai Mara and stuff, the elephants. These things are peculiar to Kenya and Africa at large, so I decided to do this, and that was how we chose the graffiti. So the floor tiles. Initially, I had wanted vinyl tiles, but this is very good as well because it's waterproof. Even this morning, I had cleaned the floor, and while I was cleaning, it kept disappearing, so I'm in love with the floor already. To achieve this, we had to cut the tiles into tiny pieces. For us to achieve these little lines here, what we did was cut the tiles into, then attach them. If you see the lines, attach them. Then all these places were white. This is marine board. Marine board has its own imprint, which is black, so we scratched and sanded. We stained it to match with this color and this color. Then we stained all these places as well, these places all through. I love the stain because it matches. Then the tiles don't extend all the way past the storage area, even for the cabinets too. So we have the marine board past this place, and these tiles are only in places that you can see. And that's it for the tiles. And now it's time to move on to the toilets. So this is the toilet. This cushion has many purposes. It serves as a chair, it serves as an extension for my bed, and it serves for the sunset spot on the roof. I removed this to access my toilet, open this up, and here is my toilet. Why is it bent? This is how it works. We had to cut it 3 times so that it would be the same height as this wood, because I wanted this wood to be the same height as my bed, so it can be an extension for my bed to make a queen size. We cut it such that it would be the exact height of this, because this is the actual potty. So when I want to use it, I just open this and sit on this. Opening this is optional, but I only open this when I want to clean it. I bring it out of here. In this green thing, I only do my number 1, and it's going to be with bags. In Dubai, we did this camping where there was this pine pellets. You can store your waste for 3-4 days. It never smells. And so the idea is to lace this with pine pellets and then put my bag there, because sometimes I'll be camping. It's not everywhere I can dispose of urine, and seeing as urine even smells more than poo, so that's why I'll be needing them. I'll be putting the pine pellets all over inside here so it doesn't smell, and that's the idea of my toilet. And I turn it back to a chair. Yeah. For the kitchen, I want something that wouldn't scream kitchen when someone opens the sliding door. So it was important I covered the sink. I didn't want something that when you see it, you know it's a kitchen faucet. And then when you see this, I mean, you would know there is a cabinet, but your first guess wouldn't be kitchen, maybe. So to access this, I open this and I access my sink. And when I close it, it is not a sink anymore. This one is an extension for work. So when I put it here, it forms a straight space such that I can use my laptop when sitting on the bed, or it could also be an extra cooktop depending on what I am doing. But anyway, this is an extension, a great extension. I remove it, back in, and back there. You got it. Then here, okay, so inside here, underneath, would have my utensils, and here would have the bigger utensils. I won't be using so many. And then here, because I don't want to have a fixed cooker, I'm the most careless person anybody has ever met. So because of that, I'm going to put my cooker in this space, but it won't be permanent. And then it will be such that I can detach the pipe that connects to the cooker when I want to cook and remove it. So there will be the cooking gas here, and then the cooker would be here when I'm not using it. So there is a light under this place for cooking and stuff. Then this cabinet is for storing my food stuff mostly. This switch is to power this because this works with electricity. It's time to talk about the bed. And this was a complication because I had initially wanted a bed that converts from a chair to a mattress, because as I've been saying, I want to be stealthy. I don't want someone to open my van and the first thing is, oh, there's a kitchen there, there's a bed there, is this where you live, is this where your personal belongings are? Oh, okay, let me come and rob you at night. So because of that, I wanted a bed that converts, but our space said no. So here we are. This is fixed. During the day I can sit here, but when I lie down, now only here they reach here, so I have to bend my leg. That is very uncomfortable. So because of that, we had to use the toilets. We had to maneuver through. There are different kinds of beds, convertible, but there are some that take a lot of time. This one is the simplest one. I did so many simple things. My life is very simple and brilliant. Anyway, so this is what I do. There are two of this. So there's a drawer here. So I bring it out and then, oh, that was a mistake. I bring this one up first and then the drawer, I put it here, and then I have a queen size bed. This is what my bed is like. And then in the mornings, I put it down and it stops being a bed. Remove, put, in and down. That is how easy it is to convert my bed. Like, that was what I wanted and that was what I got. I want to be able to have some sensation around the garage. You know, I've always watched van lifers, how they open their trunk and take pictures in nice places. You mean I'm going to do van life without doing that? Never. Let me show you my garage. We are not done here yet. I told you there are so many things being done. This is supposed to be level. This is my outdoor kitchen. So this place is openable. For the outdoor kitchen, I slide and it comes all the way. So this is the storage unit. It has 6 different compartments. It has 1, 2, 3 in front as well. Initially we had built it this height. We had built it for my cooler, but now I don't think I'm going to put my cooler here anymore. So they'll mostly be for clothes and shoes and things I want to gain access to from the back. And then in front we have a drawer. So this is the only one that opens here and it's the one that supports the bed. The other ones don't open. This is how I access them. I access them from here, but this place has the tire thing anyway. So this is a compartment here. I take things and drop from here. The other place is also like that. So it is only the middle one I can draw out, and that's why, like, I would always have clothes and shoes for the next 3 days and I'll store them here, so I don't have to go to the back of the van to access my clothes and shoes from the back. Because because I didn't want the van to be too heavy, I decided we use thin wood. We used MDF on the walls. This is 9 millimeters, and then the one by this here is 6 millimeters. You would see this side, we filled it, but if you look closely you would see that this other side is bigger than this one. Then we decided to group the wood here to make it seem like there were different pieces of wood put together. So here is the sunroof switch. We've not fixed the switch itself, so for now we still connect it to the battery whenever we want to use it. It's ridiculous, but we'll fix it one day in the future. So for the interior painting, I have someone close to me who gave me the idea of using beige, I would never get that pronunciation, on the walls because of dust. You know, I would always be on the road. I would literally be on the road 24/7, so dust would really stress me if I had used white paint, and that was why I decided to use beige on the walls. Here I've almost ordered for the kitchen tiles. I'll do that before I leave Nairobi. If you stick around on this channel, you'll see when I decorate all these places with tiles. So I wanted all the surface that are horizontal to be the same color. That's roof, kitchen cabinet and floor, but I achieved the floor and kitchen cabinet. This roof serves me well. I love it. We did clear finish on it and it shines. It's beautiful. So there is this empty wall here. It's supposed to have my fan. I have not made decisions on what kind of fan I'll buy. This place can't take my television anymore because I can't sleep like this. So the plan is to have a projector there by the graffiti, that it will be there, so I roll it down when I want to watch, lie down on the bed and watch. But after spending so much money, I simply can't afford projector yet. So I'll make do with my laptop until I can. So for the shocks, if you'll be watching my videos, you'll see we'll be using stick to hold the shocks. The ones that came with the van weren't good, so I bought new ones like a week after. Those ones were apparently not good, so we are stuck with holding it up. But finally we got heavy duty shocks that cost an arm and a leg, but at least this is open and it's really strong. I'm happy about it. It's time to talk about the cabin area, and let me introduce you to everything we've done so far. If you had seen this van before, you would have seen that it was an eyesore. At least the cabin area, we've changed it. So let's start with the dashboard. On the dashboard we put this black cloth, but it looks ugly. I really don't like it, so today I'm replacing it with brown, and you'd see that later. So the dashboard would look better than this. For all these parts, this place I'm supposed to cover it with metal. I'm not sure how soon I'm going to do that, but I will do it. This is what we bought for sound, for music. This is the first speaker. The second speaker is in the bedroom. There was a time I wanted just driver chair because I'm a selfish person. I want to be solo. Is it my fault? I say I want to be solo, but I was like, let me not be selfish. Both chairs were constructed off what came with them, just the metal. The cushion and everything were put on it. We just used the metal as the guide. And then this is the cup holder. These are the cup holders. This is for the phone, and this is for any storage, any other thing I want to put. The cup holder would never be permanent, so when I want to sleep at night, I just bring it to this seat, crawl to the back, and enter my house. For the steering wheel, we bought this. We are supposed to do some modification here in the middle. Because it is here, it is sensitive during the modification. So I bought this pending the time we modify, but if I never modify, I'll remove this completely so it looks rugged all through. I'm supposed to put a knob here. It looks ugly here, and I asked them if it can be changed. See, there's oil, but they said it's going to affect the movement, so I'm still not sure what I'm going to do here because it's really ugly. For this place, we fixed this on every part. We fixed it on the sliding door, on the other, on both driver's door and on the boot. It's plywood with the cloth on it, with contact glue gummed and then screwed in. For the tires, I had initially wanted big tires. I was even advised by the mechanic that I can go up to 15. The van itself came with 13. So the people who sell tire told me that it is very unwise to do 15 on a van that has 13, that the tires themselves will be too heavy, so that I could go 14. But the problem with 14 was that I have to change the rim, and now rims are more expensive than tires. For tires, I think these tires, I bought them almost $400, and I bought rims more than $400. And when I saw the 14 tires, there wasn't any significant difference from the 13, because the tires that came with the van, the 13 that came from the van, these are much bigger than that one. These are the wider 13. This wider 13 looked like 14, like when I measured them by each other. So I thought instead of buying, because I want to change to 14, it's still almost the same, and buying rims for 14, I decided to maintain my 13 rims, put the bigger tires, paint this, so there'll be a plate on this, which we haven't done yet, so this place will be closed. So this is what I've done for tires. So for the outdoor painting, the close friend I was telling you about was the person who advised me about sunset copper color. This sunset, you know, there are different shades, but what we chose was this shade. I had initially painted green for a very good reason, which I still think makes a lot of sense. But what I discovered was that even though I wanted to be stealthy with green, there is no part of Nairobi I go to these days that I don't see people knowing me. Hey, by the way, where is the van? Where is the van? So I thought, no matter how dull the color is, people would still recognize the van. So let me have fun with the color. So we wanted sunset copper. We all went to buy the paints together, all the materials, and when we got there, the variant they gave us was called metallic tangerine. This is tangerine color, so this is what I painted, metallic tangerine. And then I decided to choose the parts of the van that I would love the black stripes to show, and that was how we came up with this. And I promise you, I am so in love with the color of the van right now. Yeah, that was how we got the color. Next, for the front, we'll start with the windscreen. This was a huge mistake, but somehow we found a way around it. So when you come close, you would see that it was poorly done. We bought the wipers. The ones there weren't good before. Bumper was fabricated from start to finish. The one that came was completely gone. Headlamp, parking lamp, trafficator, everything is new. Then this, I need to change it. I have to buy newer ones because that's what I got advised on the channel. Let's talk about the locks. I kid you not, 4 different people have come to fix the locks. The first time I bought locks for the same, all locks, the same locks for all places, but some just went bad. The sliding door has been a problem. Then the next person came, we bought another set of lock, 3 in 1. That one was a problem, a failure. Then the last one, the one that got fixed like 2 days ago, this is another new one again, different from the other ones you've been seeing, but it's still not working because I can't open it from inside. In fact, this lock struggle has gone on so bad that everywhere here is scratched. The new paint is completely scratched. The things I keep refixing and refixing are the most annoying things. Yesterday I was on Instagram ranting. Someone gave me a suggestion to go to Wahindis, Indians. Today I'm going there to fix the locks, so they give me advice or do something about it. So I have climbed, I am elevated. So for the solar panel, we went to the CBD to buy a solar panel that goes with the battery. What we bought was 60 watts, which I have discovered isn't so good because like 3 days ago we played music from morning till night. By 6 o'clock battery don't die, so it looks like I'll have to buy an extra battery, but this is just 60 watts. So we have the sunroof here. All these edges would be painted black. We haven't found the time for that yet. For the sunset rack, those foams that were on the toilets, this is another thing they are for. So I sit on them to hang out in the evening. I climb in from the sunroof. I'm planning to buy a ladder, the one that goes smaller, that retracts. Is it retract? I'm planning to buy that, so I don't want a permanent ladder on my van because I have heard lots of van lifers who say at night people climb their ladder to access their roof. So I either climb to the sunsets, whatever, from here, from the sunroof, or with the ladder. So that's my sunset rack. Sunset rack is for 2 functions. It's for storage, for those extra things, and for me to have fun, you know? Yeah. So even though I wanted metal instead of windows, I don't want to die of heat. So I decided to do this. It has bars at the back. So from inside I can see anybody, but from outside no one can see into the van. And this is my window, one here, one at the back. And my sunroof, those are my windows because this is van life in Africa. So for the electricity, sorry about the dust. I'm still dreading putting my hand and cleaning this thing. I feel like I'm going to just... Anyway, so this is the electricity. Kimani did all the connections if you've been watching this. I can't say so much about it, but I know that we bought a battery and an inverter, and the solar panel is connected up, and this big wire goes all the way to the front, connects to the solar panel, and these connectors are what powers the van. So when they touch, you see the lights flicker the way it's been flickering. This is where my electricity comes from, and I'm saying I want to buy another battery to put in front because I need extra battery, because from what I have experienced, this can't be enough for me. Let's talk about the engine. I've said it before, I chose this van because of the engine. Right now, we didn't exactly fix things that pertain to engine, but we fixed things around. The gearbox was a pain in the ass because 1 and 2 weren't working, or was it just 2? We've done a lot on the gearbox, but now it's working. For the radiator, we sealed holes twice, but when it's continued leaking, we dismantled it, painted everything, changed the cap and everything. Radiator is supposed to be better now. The brakes, that was another pain. I already changed the caliper, done that twice. The lining and everything, shoes, I did that twice unnecessarily. The master cylinder was completely changed, the adjuster and everything. It was bled and stuff. Now it's working perfectly. That's for the brakes. Every time I've posted a video about my van build, at least 5 people have told me how I've bought an old van and this is a failure, and how I'm building a failure. In the event where I launched the van, the merchandise, I met people who are like me, They shared the joy. They've done this. They wanted to show their cars just as I wanted to show my van. I saw the excitement in them. Then I understood how people who have been criticizing this don't understand. We call ourselves restorers. The main challenge I have here is because I don't understand the language. If I had done this in Nigeria, it would have gone much easier, which is understandable. But the process of restoring, I've decided I'll make it a hobby. I would always have, when I stop van life, I'd always have a normal car and one car I'm restoring. This is fun. The van build series was a series on its own. Season 1 starts with van life, but I don't know exactly where it would be. But I'm starting season 1 very soon because I have no choice but to move in by Sunday. So yeah, I'll start, and I promise to make it fun for you. And I hope you stick around because this is going to be an exciting journey for me. This could be a complete failure. I'm not talking about the build, I'm talking about van life. And this could be the most exciting experience of my life. But however it goes, the challenges, the failures and everything are what I am looking for, are what van life consists of. And I am truly looking forward to that. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video, and bye.